I like that one. I may use that as a thumbnail. What's good, YouTube? My name is Jay, or based off of my YouTube channel name, you know me as Jay Obas. I am currently a graduate student pursuing my master's in data science, and I am reintroducing myself because I realized there's a couple of new people, new additions to the channel who recently joined that may have no idea who I am. I realized that in the short time span of over 3 months, we were able to gain over 100 subscribers on YouTube. Hence why I got the balloons here. And I kind of wanted to use this time to not only celebrate this achievement, but also level with you, right? Now, full disclosure, I do have an outline of things that I do want to talk about, but I'm not going to solely focus on what is outlined on my particular on my notepad. The thing is that I don't do well with celebrations, even when I was a kid. So like even me getting these number balloons was already way out of my comfort zone. Yeah, I do know that there are some content creators that make like a huge big deal, like they decorate the whole room, basically celebrating any achievement that they achieve. But even when I was a kid, like I wasn't really into like all that celebrations. Whenever I succeeded in something, it was more like a short moment of, yeah, we did that shit, and then immediately after, it's like, all right, what's next? You feel me? I really hope it's not like an endless cycle of always chasing something. In my head, it's more like what I achieved is really good, but what can we do better? You know what I mean? Like this was good, but let's see if we can do something else even better than how we did it before. But anywho, for the new people that recently joined, I started doing YouTube primarily because I kind of wanted to get out of the constant cycle I was in, which was essentially waking up, going to work, coming home, and spending the next 4 to 5 hours not really doing anything that I wanted to do, just for me to wake up and do it all over again. I've already talked about the YouTubers that I personally grew up with on my previous update video, which I will link in this video in case you do want to check that out. But yeah, I was in a very unstable place mentally due to all of those factors, including I guess losing that piece of enjoyment in life, including socializing with friends, playing video games in general, and just overall taking chances and taking risk in life. It was thanks to this that I was able to slowly start addressing all of those things. I was able to slowly address all of those things so I can be closer to my most ideal self. I'm only here thanks to the ones closest to me who kind of gave me that nudge, that push for me to make this leap. And when I did it, I didn't even think too much on it. I kind of just jumped without really thinking and didn't know or even consider where I was going to end up. Now, the thing is that I'm very independent at this point to a fault, to be honest with you. And I really don't like sheep mentality and going along with the crowd just because. Like a good example, nigga, I got an Android, and for all y'all niggas that are already about to be like, oh, this nigga's a brokey type shit. I'm sorry, I ain't spending no band $1,000 on that new iPhone 16 that was just released or announced a couple days ago just for what AI features and FOMO. I'm good, dog. I'm straight. I always gravitated towards things that kind of go against the curve or go against the grain, so to speak, because in my head, doing what everyone else is doing leads to the same results as everyone else is getting. But if I do something slightly or completely different, it can yield potential accomplishments and failures that are unique to me and me alone. I think with that type of thinking, I can have unique experiences that can make me evolve as a person. Even with average content these days as well, I can't really, like, honestly, right now I can't really pick out specific names because, well, one, not to get in any trouble with any of them, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't really care enough to even remember their names. No hate. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like I don't really remember. For me personally, when it comes to like social media, for me there's a lack of enjoyment or authenticity coming out from that content. So it's something that for me personally, I'm able to just sense it. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some individuals that you can tell based off of the type of, I guess, work that they do, they find genuine enjoyment off of that. And that is what I'm focusing on. It's either that there's some people who do it because they have to, and there's some people who do it because they genuinely enjoy it. And that's what I personally am striving for. I respect a lot of people who do that. So if y'all ever seen like somebody, whether in real life or on social media, and immediately think after being introduced to them, yeah, that dude is a genuine person, or yeah, that dude is like literally having fun while they were recording or having fun in that particular moment, then y'all know what I'm talking about. For me, I try to vet people. Like honestly, I try to vet people, both people I meet in real life and people that I see on social media, mainly just because, well, it's just something that I've always done, right? I try not to judge them. I try not to judge them. I really try not to. I try to understand them and try to understand why they do what they do, and I usually take a multitude of factors into consideration before coming up to that final conclusion for myself. I try to put the pieces together before I even give them my most valuable time. My most valuable time, which is a really good. I can't even. I want to make that so fucking insightful. Fuck. Let's run that back. I usually try to put the pieces together before I give them my most valuable resource, and everybody's most valuable resource as well, which is time and attention. But they kind of go hand in hand. After this whole achievement, this awesome achievement, which I'm super grateful for the people that did decide to click that little button, just because they found one of my shorts or one of my videos really funny. But after this influx of new people coming in, I realized that it's hard for me to word this because right now I'm thinking off the top of my head, but the videos that I put out are showing up in people's For You pages or people's YouTube recommendations and so on and so forth. I'm also in that category of being able to provide you guys some sort of value or entertainment in those short amount of seconds at that particular moment. Although I would like to provide some sort of entertainment to my audience, I personally want to also provide some value that would last for lifetimes. Even if in the grand scheme of things, 100 subscribers is a small number, but it's a huge number for me as of right now, and that's what I want to focus on. And in my opinion, that's what really matters. Now, to give you guys my why as to why, like, I'm posting YouTube videos, posting shorts, and all that good stuff, all that juicy stuff. It's just because I genuinely enjoy it. I cannot stress this enough. This was something that I wanted to do since I was a kid, and if I'm able to even earn some monetary value in the upcoming future, that'd be awesome. But I'm not here for that. That will only be a byproduct of the entire journey. And the entire journey for me as of right now, and this is just me kind of like thinking on the spot here, that entire journey is just kind of doing things because I want to. Doing things that's more so the doing things against the grain, essentially. I'm just mainly documenting my experiences that I have with both myself, friends and loved ones, and hoping in some way I'm able to simultaneously entertain you guys in the process. Time changes, and everything changes too. I'm slowly starting to realize that as the days pass me by, and that includes people like myself, people that I surround myself with, and also people like you. We all change as time goes by. I really hope I don't come off as fake or rigid or strict or kind of like you know what I mean? Because although I do have a script that I'm using this to, not a script, an outline that I'm using to make sure I'm on topic, which by the way, what I'm saying right now isn't on the outline. I don't want to devalue the things that I've already said. I know at times I may come across as too bland, too rigid, too serious, standoffish, and to find the particular term in this case, aloof. And for those who have stayed with me after realizing and understanding that, you have both my gratitude, my sympathies, and my condolences. I am slowly working on ways to be entertaining without losing my core self. To kind of be slightly more direct, I'm partially tired of the wrong people gaining recognition for not really providing any value to the world at all. It kind of gets on my nerves on how that's become a thing for the past couple of years. Value can mean so many different things to so many different people, but for me, I consider value as knowledge and being a testament to what you preach. So for example, and this is just for me personally, I'm not gonna listen to a person who's giving generic advice on how to be socially successful when they've already stabbed so many people in the back, both before, in the past, and even now. Don't get me wrong, the past is a considerable piece of evidence, but it's not absolute. It's not absolute. It's not about what you did. It's more so about what you do now, or what you will do in the future. Okay? Even Cradle said that. I just want to be the guy on YouTube that I wanted to watch when I was a kid, right? That way, years down the line, I can hear you guys tell me how much I inspired them to make a difference and just put some good in this world that we live in, right? And who knows, maybe like years down the line, I run into this random kid's YouTube video, and then boom, next you know, I hear a shout out that I'm the one that helped him when he needed it. So I didn't get that while we were all growing up. So I kind of want to just provide that to those who may, in any way I can, you know, whether it's entertainment or conversations like this, these one-on-ones. But at the end of the day, to be transparent, I'm just a random nobody that you guys don't even know. Like, think about it. I've only started 3 or 4 months ago, and in actuality, you guys have the right to not listen or follow a random stranger's advice on the internet. You guys don't know who I am, right? That being said, I hope you guys do stick around in the long run for you to realize and find out who I am as a person and what I strive for my audience to be. I'm still kind of figuring out that second bit. So yeah, I kind of wanted to do this just to, like I said, celebrate this small achievement, but it really went a long way. And again, I really hope that you guys stay with me for a long time. So yeah, with that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Take care, guys. Although I'm doing this and not really thinking too much of it, like I I'm wondering will like my words reach people. I'm wondering if they're gonna fall on deaf ears. It is kind of a worry that the words that I'm trying to find to convey whatever it is that I'm feeling, most people may not be, won't will refuse to hear me. But at the end of the day, this is something that I'm not faking. Part of the reason why I don't really like scripts is just because it it keeps me grounded. It keeps me level. That's good, but at the same time, it doesn't really feel like myself. Now I would like to counter that by saying like I've been sitting on this outline. I keep saying script outline for about 2 weeks, about 2 weeks or so. And usually, whenever an idea came to me, I had like that general idea of it. I just really hope I don't really. I hope that I don't sound fake to anybody. And if so, respectfully, I don't, who cares? At the end of the day, like what I'm saying, I know I meant it. I'm not copying. I'm not trying to say all this just to convince you guys to join me. I'm saying it just because I believe it. I genuinely believe it, and that's it.